What's up guys, Austin here from Airsoft Station, bringing you another gun overview, and today we'll be reviewing the A&K 1892 Airsoft rifle. You know, just holding this thing, it feels so realistic, makes you want to use like cheesy Wild Western terms like, ugh, there's not enough room in this town for the both of us. It's just very authentic feeling, it feels very realistic. The whole gun actually was based on realism. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to run through how to load this gun, and you can just kind of see while loading it, and then we're going to shoot it, how realistic to the actual real steel 1892 this rifle actually is. Now, as lame as it may be, safety should be your priority, so we're going to be wearing safety goggles because we are going to be loading this gun up, so it will be loaded. First thing to take note is this is a green gas powered rifle, so your green gas goes under the barrel right there. So what you're going to do is this runs on a pin kind of retention system. So you're just going to turn that 90 degrees like that, and then it just pulls right out just like that. So this pin you can, this little cap here you can set aside, and then your fill valve is right there. So you can just go ahead and whip out some green gas and shake it up, fill it up. It takes just a quick little burst kind of green gas. You can hear it, it's only about that long, and then it will leak over just a little bit. That doesn't mean that your gun is leaky or defective. That just means that it has to pressurize down to the tank, and then what's in the little fill reservoir will leak out. Nothing really to worry about. As you can hear, it's already stopped. So, the next thing is how to load your BBs. On the real steel 1892, it's a single shotgun, there's no magazine in it, so what you do is you'd whip open the lever, you'd float the lever down like that, it would open the bolt here, and you'd load around directly into this little slot right here. And as you can see, that's not just an aesthetic slot here. Now excuse me, I'm going to shoot the gun here, shoot it in a safe direction. Got a nice little foam target over there. This is actually where you load your BBs now, although instead of having to shoot one at a time, you are able to load up to 25 rounds in it. The way you're able to do that is it comes with this custom little speed loader. Now this thing is really nice because as you can see there's BBs in there right now, and it's self-retaining. It won't pour out in either direction, which in my mind is just, it's genius. You can load this up and then use it to load your gun up and load it again so you can take it into battle. That way you don't have to worry about filling this up with BBs, it's just ready to go. So the way this works is this actually fits directly into that gun right there, into that slot, and it just sits right there. It has a pretty nice fit so you can kind of do this on the move if you wanted to. And then you're going to take some BBs, there's already some in there but I'll put a little more in, and you just pop them into the barrel right there. As you can see they go down there and just sit right in there. When you're done with that, you take the included jamming rod here and you just press them all directly into the gun. It has an internal magazine, so you can't change the magazine, but they are all in the gun and they're just ready to go. They're not going to come out, or you don't have to worry about anything like that. All of this is included with the gun, and I think that's just a really, really nice way to load it up. Now, the way you chamber around is just like the real steel gun. You're going to fold the lever down like that. It's going to open the bolt on top. It's going to feed a BB into the chamber. It's going to pressurize it, and you can fire. Just like that. To show you now what that looks like, you're going to come down and you're going to open up the chamber. You can see the BB there, and it pushes it directly into the chamber, and you're ready to fire. It's an extremely good setup in my mind. We're going to take it over to the Airsoft Station chrono range, and you can see how well this thing fires, how hard it actually hits, and how realistic it is to just simply shoot the gun. See you over there. Alright, so let's check the FPS first. Alright, now although I can't really show you the rate of fire because this is only bolt action, I can show you that with that lever you can fire this relatively fast, as I haven't spent tons of time with this gun, but I can still pump out rounds relatively quickly. So that's something to keep in mind. Although it's not full auto, you can still put rounds downrange relatively quickly. Alright, so we're back from the Airsoft Station chrono range, and I'd just like to recap a few key points. You're going to get really sick of me using the term realistic, but that's because that's the only term that comes to mind when describing this gun. Everything from the real polished brass on the stock, to the wood, to the full metal lever, full metal receivers, outer barrel, it just feels extremely nice. The weight of it, when you're running with it, when you're operating the lever system, when you're shooting it, it just really does feel so realistic and on par with a real steel 1892. Now, another thing that kind of sets this gun apart from other gas guns is this gun is live again. There's gas in it and there's BBs in the chamber. So you can see as we pull that back, that BB goes into the chamber, just like that. It's ready to shoot. Right now, I've got a live gun. If I were to get ready to pull the trigger, finger on the trigger, ready to shoot, and I decided I didn't want to take that shot, there's no functional safety on this gun, but I can decock it because it actually runs on a legitimate hammer system, which means you can hold that hammer back, pull the trigger, and just ease it down just like that, and it's never actually going to fire. It's completely decocked now. I can pull the trigger all I want. It's completely and totally decocked. If I wanted to take that shot again, I would just have to pull that hammer back, aim in a safe direction, pull the trigger, and it's ready to shoot. Everything from the aesthetics to the way it operates, the way the lever feels when you shoot it, the decocking, everything on this gun, so realistic. If you're in the search for a 1892 replica, or you just want that Wild West feeling, sort of, this A&K 1892, definitely in my mind one of the best guns that are old school that I've ever seen or held in my hand. So if you're looking for that, keep Airsoft Station in mind. Until then, have a good one, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. You want to see something else cool about that hammer system? Pull the hammer back. You can reach in there and get that hammer. Yeah! America!